A lot of investors are frustrated right now, not because they're gambling, not because they're making crazy decisions, but because they're doing what everyone told them to do, and the results aren't matching the promise. Think about it. You've probably heard the same investing advice for years. Buy quality companies. Buy the dip. Stay diversified. Hold forever. Ignore the noise. Sounds great. The problem? Most people repeat those rules without ever asking a very important question. Do they still work the same way today? Because the market doesn't care what worked before. It doesn't care what worked in 2015. It doesn't care what worked during one of the biggest bull markets in history. And it definitely doesn't care what some investing guru said 10 years ago. The market only cares about one thing: what works now. Let me show you what I mean. Let's start with one of the most popular investing rules ever. Just buy the dip. For years, this strategy looked genius. The market falls. You buy, the market recovers, you make money. Simple. After doing that a few times, many investors started believing every dip was an opportunity. But that's where things get dangerous, because not every dip is the same. Sometimes a company falls because investors are panicking. Sometimes it falls because the business is actually getting worse. Those are two completely different situations. Yet many investors treat every red chart the same. Imagine your favorite restaurant suddenly loses half its customers. Would you automatically buy the business? Probably not. You'd want to know what happened first. But in the stock market, people see a stock down 30% and immediately think, discount, maybe, or maybe not. The market doesn't care that buying every dip worked for somebody else. The market cares about what's actually happening underneath the surface. Now let's talk about another investing rule. Buy great companies. Sounds obvious, right? Of course you'd want to own great businesses. The problem is that a great company doesn't automatically become a great investment. Here's a simple example. Imagine two houses sitting next to each other. Same size, same condition, same neighborhood. One costs $300,000, the other costs $900,000. Which one is the better investment? Most people immediately understand the answer. Price matters. Yet many investors forget this the moment they enter the stock market. They find an amazing company. They hear everyone talking about it. They see analysts praising it. And they buy without asking one critical question. How much am I paying for future growth? Sometimes investors aren't buying a great business. They're buying unrealistic expectations. And when reality arrives, the stock goes nowhere. The company might still be fantastic, but the investment disappoints. Because the market doesn't reward quality alone, it rewards reality. Now, let's talk about something I see all the time: yield chasing. This is especially common among income investors. Someone finds a fund yielding 4%, then they find another paying 8%, then another paying 12%, then another paying 20%, and suddenly they think they've discovered a cheat code. But ask them where that yield is coming from. Most have no idea. They're focused on the number, not the engine producing the number. And eventually, that's where trouble starts. Because a high yield by itself doesn't create wealth. A sustainable strategy creates wealth. There are investors so focused on collecting income today that they completely ignore what happens to their principal tomorrow. Again, the market doesn't care how attractive a yield looks on paper. The market only cares whether the underlying investment can actually support it. Now here's one that almost nobody wants to talk about: diversification. Everybody says they believe in diversification, but many investors aren't diversified at all. They just think they are. I've seen portfolios holding VOO, QQQ, SCHG, another growth ETF, and maybe one more technology fund. The investor looks at 5 different positions and feels protected, but when you actually look under the hood, many of those funds own a lot of the same companies. It's like owning 5 different pizza boxes and discovering they're all filled with the same pizza. Different packaging, similar exposure. The market doesn't care how many ETFs you own. It cares about what you actually own, and those are not always the same thing. Before we continue, if you enjoy this type of investing content, subscribe to Money Quest Broker. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood investing rules. Just hold forever. People hear this advice and assume it means ignoring everything. Buy something, forget about it, come back 20 years later. But that's not what successful investors do. Holding and ignoring are not the same thing. You don't need to watch your portfolio every hour. You don't need to react to every headline. But you should continue learning. The economy changes, industries change, businesses change, technology changes, and investors who stop paying attention often discover that the world moved on while they stood still. The market rewards patience, but it doesn't reward complacency. There's a difference. And finally, there's one investing rule that quietly hurts more people than almost anything else. Wait for the perfect opportunity. This sounds smart. It sounds responsible. It sounds disciplined. But sometimes it's just fear wearing a disguise. People wait for a crash. Then the crash comes and they wait for an even bigger crash. Then the market recovers and they wait for another opportunity. Then years pass and they're still waiting. Meanwhile, someone else was investing consistently. Not perfectly, not brilliantly, just consistently. And that difference compounds over time. The truth is that most wealthy investors didn't build wealth because they found the perfect moment. They built wealth because they stayed in the game. Long enough, consistently enough, and patiently enough. That's what many people miss. Investing isn't about finding a magic strategy. It's about avoiding expensive mistakes. And one of the biggest mistakes you can make is assuming the market owes you the same results it gave investors 10 years ago. It doesn't. The market doesn't reward nostalgia. It doesn't reward old stories. It doesn't reward investors simply because they're following traditional advice. The market rewards understanding. It rewards discipline. It rewards adaptability. And most importantly, it rewards people who can separate timeless principles from outdated assumptions. Because the market doesn't care what worked before. It only cares about what works now. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to MoneyQuest Broker and let me know in the comments. What investing rule do you think people follow blindly today? And another important thing, this video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Always do your own research before making investment decisions.